Legend of Total War here, and today we've got a saving and disaster battle playing as England in Medieval 2 Total War, and we're going up against everyone's favourite Italians, the Milanese. We have got an absolute trash tier army here, filled with peasants, and our general is okay, 4 stars, compared to their primary general, who's got 7 stars, and their secondary general, who's got 5 stars. And their army is vastly superior to ours. Loads of Italian militia, which their combat stats are way better than our units. And the Genoese crossbow militia are going to be very difficult for our cavalry to get rid of, because they're going to be near unbreakable because of the general. And these guys here will probably try to protect them. So we really need to get them isolated and then charge into them and break them. But I also need to try to get him isolated so I can kill him. But I'm not going to be able to utilize my cavalry properly until these have been isolated away, because we can't be charging into the front of a spear militia unit. It's not going to work. And then extra reinforcements of these guys coming in. So there's loads of Genoese crossbow militia. We do not have missile superiority, melee infantry superiority. We do have cavalry superiority, but not by much. Let's jump in here and see what we can do. So I'll read out the email. He says, "Hi Legend, I have a disaster situation for you playing my first campaign in Medieval 2 as England. I am pressing the attack on the faction I'm at war with, the Milanese, and I was laying siege. They come in with a large army and lead me to a fight I can't win because I'm still trying to adjust to this new game for me, since I'm unused to how the camera works. I think my army is okay, but I definitely am not sure if it's winnable. That said, I know you are very capable, so I am hoping you teach me a thing or two about the game. I wish to note that since this is my first campaign, feel free to roast me / give me advice." Alright. So this army is trash tier, but it's only turned 39, so I wouldn't have expected it to have been significantly better. Thing to note is that it would be really good if you had some longbows. Definitely should have been able to get them by now, but if it's your first campaign, you know, maybe didn't prioritize them. It's fine. We'll try to make do. It's not that peasant archers are bad. Like, very few units in Medieval 2 are just downright bad. It's just that we're so badly outclassed by the enemy forces. Now, what I can see here, though, is that there's a fair big high ground position over here. That actually might work out fairly well for us. If we can set up over there, I have to move pretty quickly, that might work out pretty well. Because, yeah, setting over here on even ground, hell no.
The enemy have brought up more men. They hope to make up in numbers what they lack in gallantry.
Okay, so this position right here, if we set up over here with our archers, I don't intend to stay here, but I might be able to get a few shots on the enemy before they fire back at us. Because the high ground not only gives us a missile damage bonus, but also increases our range significantly. And if they have to fire up a hill, it reduces their range. So this way we might be able to overcome the difference in range, because Genoese crossbow militia, they have long range. So it's like, I don't know, that 20-30% extra range than these guys on even ground. But this is a pretty good hill here. We might just be able to overcome it. So in Rome 1 and Medieval 2, the height difference creates a dynamic range difference with your units. So the higher your range, the higher you are up above the enemy forces, the higher your range. Whereas, I think in the later Total War games, it just increases damage, doesn't increase range. So we might be able to outrange the Genoese crossbow to begin with. Now, I don't think we're going to do a hell of a lot of damage. What I'm really hoping to do here is just piss them off enough that they start coming at us early. Okay, so sometimes this happens when they're right on the edge of their potential range. When on a high ground, they think they can shoot, but then they don't quite shoot. I wanted them to rush forwards so that we could fight this army before they arrive. Because obviously if they show up, it's going to make it even more difficult. Much better to fight them in 2 smaller battles than 1 big fuck-off battle. Are they going to fire back at us? We're doing a fair bit of damage to them. I'd really love to kill that general, but I don't expect peasant archers to be able to kill him. Like if he had crossbowmen, that'd be a different story. Okay, he should be within range there. Just take one shot at him. Because these ones here, they're not starting to shoot at us yet. And if they did start shooting, they'd be firing uphill. They weren't going to do that much damage. Because even if we don't kill him, I mean, we're definitely not going to kill him. Even just damaging some of the bodyguard or killing some of them is really fucking good. Because this is what we need to prioritize. Don't worry about them. They're going to do a little bit of damage, but it's fine. Killing him is... Actually, they're doing really bloody well. I mean, I am using multiple units to fire in on them. Look at that, they're not firing at us. They want to get on the high ground. We have to get back. Okay, we don't want to be fighting in melee. Start moving back now. Get back to here. Okay, I might need our general to stay close to our peasants in order to ensure that they actually don't fight like complete and utter garbage. Good, we took out half of the general's bodyguard unit there. I was not expecting that. I would have been happy with just one, but I guess that high ground advantage was really quite high. Okay, now they're not firing at us. I was kind of expecting they would because they would fire at a bad angle from there. So they're actually kind of being smart by trying to make sure they've got a decent line of sight. But what we'll do now is charge in our melee infantry in a fairly tight formation to try to activate their skirmish mode because I want to get my mailed knights in on their crossbowmen. I'm going to keep our archers well back. If they send their infantry up against us, that's fine. I'll send the cavalry to just charge into them. Charge in here. Hopefully the general won't be able to charge properly because of that. Watch out for those spears. Charging him in there. Yeah, so you guys just stay there. And if they want to send some infantry in, that's fine by me. It's going to take a little while before the general gets killed unless we get lucky. Good, that way the archers are able to shoot into their flank. I think they're just... Yeah, they're still just fighting crossbow there. The spears are... I think they're more interested in killing our general. Move back a little bit. Good. I'm actually surprised that one broke. He's backed off. Still, at the moment, it's going pretty well. We are taking casualties, but they're suffering way more than us. But they're really going after our general. I need to keep him fairly close. And these Genoese crossbow... Oh, hang on. We've got the enemy general coming in over here. Right, I need to get over there and help out. Oh, hang on. Let's deal with this. They might just be able to kill him, because he's already should be quite badly damaged. It's okay if they go into melee with our guys. How are we going over here? Just keeping an eye on the morale. Good. Good. They're about to get flanked here a little bit, trying to prevent that. Come on, I need to kill the enemy general as quickly as possible. I'll pinball back and forth here. Good, we got a route going, but we haven't killed the general yet. They must be tired because they've had to charge up the hill. Good. And they've got some spears here, but... God damn, that general's being a slippery bastard. Good, we got it. Alright, we should be able to beat this first army now fairly easily.
Only half the enemy
good, that's a good start to the fight. Really good start to the fight. Only 22% of our casualties. 22% of our units have died. Good, the first army's in total shambles now. Now, that's not going to affect the morale of the second army, but they don't have any spears in that one, so I'm less concerned about it. Still a lot of Genoese crossbowmen. We need to get in over here. Try to run down these guys here, because obviously you don't want to fight them again another time. Let's get in. Good. Get in. I think this high ground has made such a huge difference. Okay, don't worry about shooting their troops. The cavalry will take them out. Okay, their general's still over here. Our guys are not too tired. That's good. These ones over here, we want to try to shoot down at the general. Now, this is their faction leader, so he's going to be a bit harder to kill than the other one. He doesn't get a good charge in on us. Good, I don't think he did. He got a good charge in. I need to really focus now on getting the cavalry back over here and pinning down these fucking Genoese crossbow militia before they rip us to shreds.
Pray something changes in the course of battle.
Shut up, advisor.
Almost.
Come on, get in there. Oh god. Please don't kill us with a catapult. Okay, so that just means that the first army has routed. Actually, yeah, if you can get in there and help fight against the general there, that'd be great. I don't need them to be shooting at him. Just keep their crossbow militia from shooting. How's our morale over here? It's holding. Okay. He's trying to get away, don't let him. Keep pinballing so that they don't get a chance to shoot. Because yeah, one clean volley into our units. Oh, so much damage. Keep the generals pinned down. With our infantry.
For the moment, the fortune of battle goes
Oh, we've
our
broken
way.
him.
Let's pray it remains as such.
So, 39% of our forces.
Only half the enemy
broken.
force remains.
Get him in. Okay, so our mailed knights are actually faster than general's bodyguards. We might be able to catch him. Which, if that's their king, that'd be worth a hell of a lot of a ransom. If I can catch him, that is. Come on, hurry up. Stop firing now, because... No, it's fine. You can keep firing. There's no one likely getting friendly fire. Oh, he fucking rallied. Okay, get back. Could have been good to capture him, but usually he has such a high price. It's like 15,000 or something. That... Oh no, it's more like 11,000. That they usually can't afford to... pay the ransom. Although, I like my ransoms like I like my supermodels rejecting me. Because yeah, I like it when I ask for a ransom and they say no. Because that just means I get to kill them. But this guy looks like he's gonna... Oh, hang on. We might be able a chance to catch him. He's just like one more little charge into those peasants before I go to my grave. Don't shoot him. We might be able to catch him. Because the thing is, he's probably going to die anyway. Because he's under siege. And it's this weird thing where if they get into a battle whilst they're under siege, they get wiped out if they lose. Come on. Janky bastards, come on, move. Looks like there's a fair distance for him to run off, but yeah, mailed knights are significantly faster than general's bodyguard. But there's a fair bit of distance to cover here. And our guys are a little bit tired. Hopefully he's a bit more tired. No, I really don't think we're going to catch him. I'd be very surprised. Oh, hang on. Sometimes they run a bit faster if you just give them a move order. No, we're not going to catch him. We're just out of stuff there. I'm fairly sure he's still going to get killed one way or another, so it's probably not going to make any difference. Alright, there we go.
By the grace of God.
So we end up losing 35% of our army, which that's low considering what we're up against, I think. Yeah, he died anyway. And let's be real, I was always going to go for the execute, so it doesn't make any difference whether we catch him or not. So let's have a look at the rest of how this campaign's going. Alright, one thing that we can do is put this on skip.
By God's will, we have triumphed.
Looks like this settlement got
Victory,
sacked
my liege.
fairly
A most
recently, so
noble
we'll just
conquest.
occupy it. No sense in smashing it up even further. Alright, so you're on turn 40, you've got 17 regions controlled. How's your diplomatic situation? Pretty good. You've taken out France. You're doing better than Creative Assembly did. Okay, so here's some things. Why have you got such a huge garrison at York? And also, why did you convert York to a castle? Doesn't really make sense at all. Why did you convert Nottingham into a city? It's weird. You converted Caen into a city. That's fine. That's good, I guess. Yeah, this is a bit of a weird choice here. Unless you're doing this. You're turning it into a castle so that you can convert it into a large town. If that's what you're doing, then good job. That's actually a bit of a trick that you can do to sort of bypass the population caps needed in order to get it to large towns. So you get it there quicker. So that way you can start building things and getting it developed faster. And yet, converting all of this into cities, that makes sense. What's going on here? You need to leave some garrison in there. Converting all these into cities is fine, as long as you don't get invaded by the Danes, which looks like you're going to put a stop to that, I guess. So yeah, this is all good. Because yeah, having any settlement with a port being a city will ensure that it makes more money, because your financial situation's pretty good. You haven't gone after that region yet. Looks like you took out France fairly quickly if they never got a chance to take Bordeaux. So that one's a castle. I'm assuming you're wanting to transfer it? I don't know. I guess we'll see. Because you turned this one into a city, because that was a castle. You turned it into a city. That was the city. You turned it into a castle. That was the city that you turned into a castle. But that one makes sense as a castle, because it's not really that much money. And, yeah, okay. Okay. I really don't have anything to roast here. A lot of the stuff that you're doing makes sense. The only thing here is that you just got way too many units sitting around here. No units in here. So you're just suffering from a no governance penalty. It's not that big of a deal. Even just having one unit in there can help maintain or keep the public order quite high. And also, any like a rebel army could just spawn and capture your capital. That'd be humiliating if that happened. That means that you could do it to save scum. But yeah, armies like this sitting around doing nothing, unless you've just started recruiting this and then you're about to put it on the boat to send it somewhere else, then I guess that makes sense. Although most of it's militia, so you would have had to have recruited them from a city, except for the Hoblars, they recruited from castles. You definitely don't need to have like shitloads of castles, so having more cities than castles does make sense, because that's you want to be making money, and having just a few castles is really all you need for recruiting quickly. So yeah, a lot of what you're doing here just seems to be making sense. For your first campaign, this is pretty good. I've only nitpicky complaints, and that's pretty good praise, basically. I'd rate this like a B+, which that is I think it's a pretty good score for your first campaign. All right, cool. Well, we got through that battle for you. Got Genoa. Your army is in whatever. Now you get a chance to replace them with some better units. We'll see. And the Milanese, if we have a look here, how are you faring compared to them? They're not stronger than you, but they've still got a decent amount of force left. And your guy here, he didn't gain any command stars, despite getting a heroic victory. But yeah, your finances are good, so you can afford more troops, and you've got more troops. Just bring them to the front line and start smashing Milan. Cool. Looks like a healthy campaign. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Later, guys.